There is not a lot of things that is in our control. You can always influence to a certain extent, but the outcome can always be uncertain, random. Things can unfold a ways. It could unfold in a different way than you expected. It could be better. It could be worse. Things could happen the way you predicted exactly the way you did. That means you just have a very good pattern recognition, or you're just very good intuition. A lot of things, it tells a lot about you actually when you can predict that things can go a certain way or something. But it is very hard to predict things to go a certain way exactly how you imagine it. If you can, then good for you. There is only one thing that is certain in our world. That is one day that we all die one day. That is for certain. Everything else can be anything. Therefore, there's only one real thing that is in our control, which is our mind, our decisions, and our actions. Gotta be careful one time. One thing is that it is not reaction we're talking about. Sometimes reaction is our action, but it is a state of emotional heightenedness. So gotta be a little bit careful with that. Even, having the mind and decision and action under control, it is hard with how the world is. There is social media, there's your own emotions. You can react to things even though you don't want to react a certain way because your emotion was very strong at that moment. Let's just say you were so angry, you just start hitting people even though you shouldn't be hitting people, or I don't know, you do something stupid, like if you're horny and you do something that you normally wouldn't do, or your character would say, it's not beneficial for you, or like there's no good for you in it, and you still do it. That's where emotion controls you. Or you can say your lust controls you, your greed controls you, any of the sins, the 7 sins. That's a good topic to talk about, the 7 sins. Yeah. But yeah, in life, there's not much you can control. Your body you can't control, honestly. You could get sick anytime. You could fall down and break. I've broken my hand before. With this right hand, this been through so many times of injuries that I'm like, oh shit, okay. I'm trying to be careful, but I don't know, things happen. Yeah, it is not in my control. One thing I realize is things will not go as planned, or things doesn't go as in your control. But that's outside of yourself, your mind, your mental state. But you can control your own mental state, your own mindset. To be honest, even your mind can be influenced a bit, under substances. Alcohol, per se, makes you really, really dumb or stupid. Yeah. But yeah, the choices you make with your mind, the way you think, how you think it, is under your control. You could choose to be positive. You could choose to be negative. You can be anxious. You can be suspicious. You can be trusting. You can be loving. Those are under your control. And if you choose to be good, I think that is the point. The highest point we can be is like choosing to have the best state of mind you can. The loving state, the peaceful state, the enlightened state, I would say, where you just know everything's there's up and down and things come and go, and you just accept it. Yeah. And if your reason choice is good, where you think about the things that happen to you and you reason it in your own mind, use pros and cons, and you say, it's good for me, for people I care about, and for everybody else, then it should be good, And that's all that matters, I feel. Yeah. Having a good reason choice, which is your only control that you can have in your life. And if you just control that, I guess you'll be much happier. Well, I am much happier now that I realize that's the only thing I can control. Even though I still from time to time try to control things that's outside my scope. But now, yeah, control what you can control. And that's good enough.